Hello and welcome my dear friends and students. I am John Rizvi from United College of Engineering and Research from the Department of Applied Sciences and Humanities. Today, in continuation of part of speech, we are going to discuss from adjective onwards. So, what is adjective? As you can see, as earlier you know that adjectives are the words which qualify a noun and pronoun. Here we see with the examples. The first example is he is a trained person. Person is a noun here and the word trained is qualifying this person. So, this is an adjective. Because this adjective is formed from a verb and the third form of the verb is written here. So, this is called past participle. Now, the next we have this is my car. Car is a noun and this is adjective, and this basically this is a pronoun, but here this is working as an adjective. This is called possessive adjective here. Now, in the third sentence I have two cars. People generally think that good, bad, generous, kind, these are the adjectives only, but you may have to know that this is also an adjective and this is called as numeric adjective, because here car is a noun and working as a here qualifying two. So, this is adjective. All right. Now, the next, whenever it comes to adjectives, it is very important to discuss what is the order of adjectives when we have more than one adjective in a sentence. For example, we have a sentence, he is a 25 years old black round huge American Negro. What will be the correct order of this sentence when it comes to adjectives? This is adjective, this is also adjective, round, huge, American, Negro. So, first of all, the determiner or adjective or articles we can say comes first, then opinion, whether it is good, bad, great, terrible, beautiful, something, then size comes, then shape, age, color, origin, material and purpose. So, after arranging this sentence like these, we have he is, yes, determiner, articles, a, then size, what is huge, he is a huge, then shape, round, then age 25 years old, then color, what is color, black, black, origin American Negro. So, this is the correct sequence. Okay. Next, now we are going to discuss what is the difference between some and any. Many say that any is used for negative sentences and some for positive sentences, but this is not a cut short idea, because sometimes in negative sentences also we can see the use of any. For example, suppose you are going for an interview and the person who is taking your interview is saying that where do you want to work, you can say I can work somewhere or anywhere. Just tell me what is the correct format, whether you say I can work somewhere or I can work anywhere. So, because this is a positive sentence, you may think that somewhere is correct, but here you will have to say anywhere. So sometimes it just not happens, but you will have to check the sentence, and accordingly, knowing the sense of the sentence, you will have to decide whether it is going to be some or any. Generally, for negative words like hardly, scarcely, not, never, without, any is always used. As we can see here, the first sentence, the law was mooted at parliament without some modification. Without is a negative word, so we need here any, not some. Next, he has any ideas in his mind. Any ideas, this is quite awkward, so we have to use he has some ideas. Clear? Now the next, many a time we use later and latter. The word later is from late, the comparative degree of late, and the latter is used to show the second position. Suppose we have two persons in a sentence and we have to direct the second one, we will have to use latter. In the sentence you can see also, my boss always comes later than I. Now a lot of students will think, why this is I, why not this is me? So this is the rule of comparison. Whenever you are comparing two things, here is the subjective case, my boss is the subjective case, so the comparison must be there with the subjective case only, not objective case. So that's why here I we are using, not me. Moreover, come to the main topic, my boss always comes later, double T or later. What is the correct answer? Because this is anyhow representing time from late, so here is the correct answer, later. Now productivity and flexibility are important for the growth of a company. Productivity is one thing and flexibility is another, but the latter is, but the later here written is later is more important, but we need here later, double T, later, expressing the second one. And what we are talking about? We are talking about flexibility is more important, right? Next, now the next we have what is the difference between few and little. Few is used for countable nouns and little is used for uncountable nouns. Earlier we have discussed countable, uncountable nouns. And what is the comparative degree and superlative degree of few? The comparative degree of few is fewer and the superlative degree is fewest. What is the comparative degree of little? Less, and superlative degree is least. Now we are going to discuss the sentence many will say wrong, and we are here to correct these all sentences. So the first we have, you often listen these type of sentences in your daily life, less than 50 students are present today. You may think, you can say that this is a correct sentence, there is no issue, there is no error, but we are using less than 50 students. You will have to find out whether this is the noun is countable or uncountable. So students is countable. So why we are using less? Less is the comparative degree of little, and little is used for uncountable noun. So we need here few, and what is the comparative degree of few is fewer. So what we have to say, fewer than 50 students are present today, say fewer. Okay. Now the next, sometimes we see that we use article, indefinite article a or an with few and little, and sometimes we use article the with few and little, and sometimes we do not use any article before these two. Now what is the difference? There is a very subtle difference between these three. What is the meaning of a few, a little? Whenever we are saying a few, a little means, or a few means close to something. Whenever you have something or some, this is basically means some. In a positive sense, you will have to say a few, a little. Now next, whenever you say without any article few, little, it means close to nothing. Whenever you don't have anything, you will have to say few, little without any article in a negative sense. Next, whenever you are using article the with few, little, whenever we use article or definite article the with any noun, it expresses any specified noun, certain nouns. So, whenever you are using a specified noun, you will have to add the. We will understand all these things using our examples. So, the first example we have, little knowledge is a very dangerous thing. So, little knowledge, that means close to nothing. When you do not have any knowledge, how will it will be dangerous? So, for this statement you will have to some knowledge, and some will come out from a little. So, what is the correct form now? A little knowledge is a very dangerous thing. Next, the poor farmer died of starvation. Starvation is hunger. The poor farmer died of starvation because he had little money left. If he a little means some. If he has some money, how can he be died? So, what is the correct form now? He had, we will have to remove a, he had little money left. Now, the next, I want a few books you bought yesterday. You bought, connected or specified. So, we have to use the few, the same books you bought yesterday. Clear? Now, the next we have, now the rules or concepts of degree of adjective. As we all know that an adjective has 3 degrees. First one is positive, the second one is comparative, and the last one is superlative. For an example, if I say good, good is a positive degree, better is comparative, and best is superlative. Now, tall, taller, and tallest. First of all, we have he is a smartest boy of his class. Here is the superlative degree, we are using smartest. With superlative degree of adjective, we always use article the, not article a. So, what is the correct sentence now? He is the smartest boy of his class. Now, the next, generally we do not use any article indefinite, whether it is indefinite or definite, with comparative degree. For example, he is the better than I. So, the use of article is wrong here. He is better than I. You will have to remove the. Now, next, but sometimes, as you know that English has many exceptions, he is the better of the 2 brothers. Whenever we are picking one from 2, we are selecting one from 2. So, we have to use article the with comparative degree also. So, you will have to say he is the better of the 2 brothers. Next, if 2 comparative or superlative degrees are used within a sentence, the sentence will be wrong. Say we have sentence like he is the most smartest boy. He is the most smartest boy. We are using the superlative degree of many, many, more, and most, and also together with we are using the superlative degree of smart. So, this is a wrong expression. We have to use he is the smartest boy, or the sentence is like he is more better now. He is more better now. So, here also we are using the comparative degree of many and the comparative degree of good. So, we cannot use any 2 superlative degrees or comparative degrees together. We will have to remove more from here. He is better now. Then next we have she is taller than any girl of her society. whenever you look that kind of sentence, you will say there is no error in this sentence, but yes, there is an error. She is taller than any. Any expresses the whole, the all girls, but you will have to you don't have to include girl in this, that girl. So you will have to exclude this. To exclude, you will have to add other word. So she is taller than any other girl of her society. Next, no person is as good as my father. No person, that means my father also, but I have to exclude my father from this. So what will be the correct option now? No other person. So whenever we are using no or any, we have to use other in case of comparison, but always you don't have to use other with the sentences like this. If you have the sentence, I have no money, I have no money, the students will say, here also no is used, so why not no other money? Can we use other here? No, because this is not a comparison of case. Okay, clear? Now the next, we always use than whenever we compare two things, but sometimes this than is replaced by to. When and how? When the adjectives, with some adjectives like junior, senior, superior, inferior, prior, prefer, to is used instead of than. As you can see in the sentences, the candidate who has a master degree is superior than the candidate with a bachelor degree. So this word is used superior. We don't have to use than here, we will have to use to in place of than. Clear? Now the next, some adjectives like complete, excellent, perfect, unique, ideal, chief, impossible, supreme give a complete meaning. So the positive and the comparative or superlative degrees is not possible, and we have to use the positive degree always. Like, it is the most impossible situation, most impossible situation. So impossible itself, very impossible, there is no use of most or more here. So what will be the correct sentence? It is the impossible situation. Next, you should be more excellent. Whenever you are excellent, there is no scope of any improvement, so we have to use in a positive degree. You should be excellent. Now we will discuss adverb in our next session. For today only this is fine, and in our next session we will come with adverb. Thank you very much.